Another remake.
I'm not a big fan of live-action remakes of animated movies or TV shows, because at best, they're just a shot-for-shot copy of the original. And at worst, they try to subvert or change the story of the original. I just think it's all completely unnecessary. And let's be honest, some of the recent ones are pretty crappy. Did anyone see that Snow White abomination? My goodness, what a terrible movie. Look, I'm not saying they're all bad. The Cinderella live-action remake and the Beauty and the Beast ones are pretty solid. But they're not telling me a new story. They're just telling me the same story, just in a live-action format. Now, this past weekend gave us the live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. Now, I'll be honest with you. I think How to Train Your Dragon is one of the greatest animated films of all time. It may be my favorite animated film ever made. So what do we have here? Is How to Train Your Dragon worth your time? Is it a faithful adaptation of the original? Is it a good movie? Or is it just more subversive junk? Well, before we answer that, let's talk a little bit about the plot for the film How to Train Your Dragon.
Let's talk.
In the village of Berk, we find young Hiccup, the son of the leader of the Vikings. Now, Berk is in a constant battle with dragons who come to their island to steal their livestock and have killed many of the Vikings, including Hiccup's mother. Hiccup, however, he's different. He's not a warrior. He's not really interested in fighting dragons. He's more of a creator and tinkerer. Now, during a dragon attack, Hiccup uses a device he created to attempt to shoot down a Night Fury. Now, that's a dragon that no one's ever seen. It's a mystery. It's supposed to be the most dangerous animal alive. During the battle, however, Hiccup sees what he thinks is a Night Fury, fires his weapon, and lo and behold, he gets a hit, even though nobody believes him. To try to prove that he did what he said, Hiccup goes out to find the body of the Night Fury. But what he finds, however, is an injured dragon. Hiccup feels like, as a Viking, it's his duty to kill this animal. But when he looks it in the eye, he realizes that he cannot do it. Instead, he attempts to help the creature, who he has named Toothless. And over time, he and Toothless become friends. And Hiccup begins to realize that maybe these creatures aren't the evil killing machines that his tribe has always thought. So what works in this film? Well, I gotta say, the effects are really strong. Yeah, it's live action, but the dragons are clearly CG. And I didn't think they looked cheap or underwhelming, especially Toothless. The scenes where he and Hiccup are flying look really excellent. They're very realistic. The fight scenes with the dragons, also well done. In terms of acting, the cast is pretty strong across the board. Especially Mason Thames, who plays Hiccup. I feel he really captured the essence of the original animated character. And Gerard Butler as Stoik, Hiccup's father. At its heart, this is a father and son movie. And these two actors really capture the essence of the interactions from the original film. Also, I was very happy to see them stick to the original story. It doesn't attempt to add to it or subvert it in any way. Disney could really take a lesson from DreamWorks in this.
Lesson learned.
What doesn't work here, well, that's kind of hard to pinpoint. This is a shot-for-shot remake of the original. It has the same plot points, the same story beats, the same feelings. And that's great, but, you know, it goes back to what I said earlier. Did we need this? Did we really need a shot-for-shot remake of this film? Look, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was well done. But I can't escape the feeling that it was all just completely unnecessary. And the cynical side of me would say that this was just a cash grab. I mean, why risk making an original story when you can just make money on a blatant remake to a beloved film? If I had to give scores, the original How to Train Your Dragon is a 10 out of 10 film. I would say this is probably an 8.5 out of 10 film. And that's great. And it's good. And your kids, they're going to love it. And if you saw the original, you're probably going to love it too. It completely captures the essence of the original. But was it necessary? Yeah, probably not. My wish is that Hollywood would give us some more original stories, like How to Train Your Dragon, instead of just remaking How to Train Your Dragon. But you know what? With all the crap that's been out there, and all the shit movies we've seen over the past couple years, I guess it's refreshing to see something that's actually really good, even if it wasn't necessary at all.
Sure. Why not?
Well, that's all I have for you this week. Tune in next week where I give you my thoughts and feelings on whatever I've seen. In the meantime, click that like button, subscribe, leave a comment or a question, share this video with friends and enemies alike, and as always, thank you for giving me your valuable time, and I'll see you next week. Take care.